What is up, my friends on YouTube and fellow Top Shot community? Thank you for joining me. Today is Saturday, November 20th, and I'm here to bring you another challenge completion video. Guys, I have content coming out on this channel every single day dedicated to Top Shot. If you would like to stay updated, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. Alright, so I'm happy to bring you another challenge completion video, and today it's going to be the NBA Flash Challenge. That's for the Dimers, November 19th. That was Friday night, last night, and that has to do with the assist. You can see over here the WNBA Showcase Challenge 9. Of course, we completed that challenge on the channel. There's still 2 days, 7 hours, 51 minutes. I did make a video, and it is up on the channel on YouTube. Feel free to watch that one. It's pretty good one. So I do want to let you know that this is going to be a slightly long video. I am going to go into some different aspects of the challenge and the moments and some of the strategy and different things like that, and just talk about a few different points. I do feel like that is valuable content for different viewers. So I will timestamp this video, so feel free to watch the chapters that apply to you or interest you. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. So as you can see, NBA Flash Challenge Dimers, November 19th. That is the Friday night games. If you're not familiar with the Flash Challenges, this is the second one of Series 3. The first one was for the top scorers, and we did complete that challenge on the channel, and this is the one for assist. So essentially you put the top 6 players in assist for the games on November 19th into a showcase, and you will receive a Series 2 pack for your opening pleasure. So let's jump down to the bottom here. This is just kind of setting the stage, talking about Friday night. So they give you the list right here. So the top 6 were Chris Paul 14, Jalen Brunson with 10, Juan Anderson with 9, Cole Anthony with 9, LaMelo Ball with 8, and James Harden with 8. So there was no ties. I believe there are some rules, and it'll tell you right here if there's a tie. They use the tiebreakers, team margin of victory, and etc. But I don't believe there was any ties for Friday night. So those were the players that essentially made the cut, and those are going to be the players that you need at least one moment for. It doesn't need to be an assist moment. It just has to be a moment. Any moment from these players qualifies. So I will show you later in the video, if you are new to these challenges, the showcase builder function. So if you see this create my showcase button underneath the timer, that's how you can very easily build the showcase. It didn't used to be like that, and you had to pretty much look at all the moments on your own and see which ones qualified. But Top Shot made it a little bit easier, because I guess probably some people were having problems and complaining. I imagine that's why they created that, but either way, it definitely works out pretty well for us. So I do want to talk to y'all about the challenge and how it applied to me, and essentially what I ended up doing with the challenge, and how I put it together, and the moments I bought and things like that. So I have the collection pulled up here on Own the Moment, and as you can see, count value sitting at 2,500. We're up to 155 moments. You can see we've really been building a lot. This is mainly just because we've been buying a lot of moments here especially. So if you look on here, excuse the top 4 WNBA moments, those were bought as part of the daily buy for today, Saturday, November 20th. Look at that. It's a special edition of the daily buy. Pretty interesting information in that video. I recommend you go and watch that one as well. But if we look below that, as you can see, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, no, hold on, sorry, 1 second. So the Montrezl Harrell, that was from the pack from the Ripon Awards. So it starts with Russell Westbrook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moments is what I ended up buying. So if you remember from the last Flash Challenge, I think they got me for like 10 moments, and this time they got me for about 7 moments. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Did my research as best as I could for this assist challenge. Kind of went back over, looked at the players that I thought were either, had the on the top of the assist, leader board or whatever, and just looking at who was playing, and just kind of looked over the stats and saw what I saw, and started identifying some moments. Tried to find some value moments. If you notice, look at all these moments here in the last 7 days have all gone up. You can see what I purchased them at under purchase price and what the low ask is now and the gain loss. So you're seeing a lot of negative numbers there. So bought a Russell Westbrook. That was a playoff moment. Malcolm Brogdon. That was just Series 2. I thought I bought one Series 3. That was a Cole Anthony. That was a low value moment at $4. But you see a couple high value moments that we bought, especially the LaMelo Ball moment, and then the Fred VanVleet moment, and then the Juan Anderson moment. So running back over here, wanted to see. So you can see Ball was on there and Juan Anderson was on there. VanVleet wasn't, and I'll talk about him in a minute. So let's talk about Juan first. So this is the one that really stung. I'm not gonna lie, because if you've been following the channel, you know that we were looking at this moment over the last 2 or 3 days when he popped up on our radar for the Hustle and Show. You can see here, this is for his Series 2 Hustle and Show moment dunk, and you can see over the last few days he was at $8 and $9 pretty consistently. So that's a 7-day chart. If you look out, and he's pretty much always been $7, $8. And then look at this, look at the jump. Bottomed out at 8, and then boom, 20. Was that $27, $28? Now they're saying it's $25. I bought this moment at $30. If you look on here, where's he at? Yeah, $30. So I did get a 1020 serial number, so got a pretty good serial number in that 10 percentile range, but I paid $30 for this moment. Over the back when I was looking at them 2 or 3 days ago, I probably would have made this purchase, relatively same purchase, for $10, $11, and would have got a roughly the same amount serial number, but instead went with some other moments and ended up having to purchase this one at $30. He was on the list for the challenge. Of course, he was number 3 with 9 assists, so we needed him, and there was only 2 moments. I want to pull this up to show you. The other one was Series 2. It was a limited mint count out to 12,000. But look at the cost. It's a similar cost for that moment. So being that I was working on Hustle and Show, I figured I might as well overpay for the Hustle and Show moment. I think the this other moment here from Series 2, the dunk, was a little bit overvalued as well. So pretty much I just had to make a choice for that. I knew I needed them. There's only 2 options, so I went ahead and just bit the bullet and bought the Hustle and Show. Needed them anyway, but spent 20 extra bucks than what I was supposed to. So right away, when you look at the reward that you're getting, a Series 2 pack, we could put a value at that at $9, because that's what the packs cost. So $9, and you can see we overpaid $20. So we can expect to get roughly half of that back, but essentially it's not looking likely we're going to have positive value out of this pack, out of this reward. So I was chasing the packs. If you know me, I love the packs. I love ripping packs, especially Series 2. I'm really bullish on Series 2. Not so much on Series 3 right now because of where I entered Top Shot at. So I'm really trying to build up my Series 2. I'm pretty much priced out of a lot of Series 1 moments, at least for right now. But really focusing on building up the Series 2, specifically if they are part of these sets like Hustle and Show. So wanted to get the pack. At the time that I bought them, I don't know if you can see, I had already bought in a couple other moments. Like I'd already bought the ball moment, already bought another expensive moment, VanVleet. Bought few other moments there, but pretty much just decided, hey, I'm, at the time, in real time, it was looking, I don't know how many assists he had. I was, trying to check up on a couple of games. I was busy with some other personal things, but looking on there, pretty much knew it was looking like I'm going to need to have them. So had to make the purchase. So either way, we'll move on, but just kind of shows you with these flash challenges how important it is to have a diverse collection of a lot of these players and identifying some of these players. I mean, you never know what they could ask for in a flash challenge. I'm not going to speculate on what they may have in the future, but I've talked about owning these moments and holding them, and of some of these players that could potentially be of utility for that night, whether it's a flash challenge or another challenge. So I want to talk about this Fred VanVleet moment. This is a Raptors player. If you notice, automatically this is a Series 2. This is a CoolCat moment. Paid, let's see what I paid for him. I think it was $55 for this moment. So pretty high value. Showing the low ask is 53. Why did I get this moment? Well, I was doing some research and I was looking at the teams that were playing, and I was looking like at the injured list and who was out and who was playing, and this guy Fred VanVleet plays for the Raptors, and was looking at his stats and stuff like that. I don't have them right here with me, but I think he was averaging about 6.9 assists per game, and when I was looking at all his games, he very consistently actually puts up like between like 5, 6, 7, 8 assists. So it's pretty consistent across the board. It's not like you see a lot of the players, like especially they're averaging high amounts of assists. It's not like 3 assists a game and then 15 and then 7 and then 12 and stuff like that. So he was very very consistent on his assists. So I thought that had some of the other top performers actually not perform very well because they can put up lower numbers like 3, 4, 5 assists, then this guy could potentially have got 8 assists and been in that top 5. As you can see, it only took 8 assists to get there. I think last night he ended up with 6, so 2 more assists. He could have been in danger, trying to get ahead of it. This was, I think, a little bit earlier of a purchase, but he had 2 other moments that were still pretty, decent value, and ended up just pulling the trigger on the CoolCats. There was really no deals. It looked like everything was already kind of sitting overvalued with them. But if you look at the chart here, he holds his value. I mean, it's a CoolCat moment, and I think that set is always going to hold value. But I mean, I paid, what would I say, 55, and you can see, I mean, pretty much I didn't really overpay for this guy. I got let me look at what serial number I got. That was a 1620, but of course it's only out of 6500 series, so not the best serial number, but still a rare moment in a low mint count series. And then just to show you, of course, the CoolCats got it here. Have 2 of the moments, ended up with a Porzingis moment that I bought the other day, and I think that was for flash challenge as well because he can put up some numbers. So but it's not a set that I really feel like I'm going to complete. But hey, if we can start chipping away at them, we're at 2 of 30, who knows, and a year, you see there's some low value moments, but then they really start creeping up. And then of course, I think it's the LaMelo Ball. Yeah, the LaMelo Ball is it's the bottleneck, and it's what is going to hold all that, the majority of that value. $5,500 out of the $7,800 is just in that one moment alone. So I don't know if I'll be getting to the CoolCat Lounge anytime soon, but hey, if we can chip away, if I have an opportunity, I'll spend it. It's holding its value, so potentially sell it in the future if I feel like I need to free up some Dapper. So let's go back. Want to talk about, obviously, the biggest purchase, the LaMelo Ball Series 2 layup. That's out of 40,000. And if we go in here, we can see it dip down 50, 48 bucks. But then you can see here, $64 over to 54 bucks. Here in the 40s a little bit, but 54 to 64. And what did I pay for Mr. Ball here? It was 75 bucks. So paid quite a bit for this moment. 7,000 serial number, not a great serial number. Don't really ever see, I think there was 75, you can see 80 bucks here, 80 bucks there, 78 here. So some, massive dips, really all over the place kind of on this moment, So if he continues to play well, obviously he's got, quite a few fans. And who really knows, but pretty much overpaid for this moment. Had to have him. I don't think he had many. I don't think this was the lowest value moment. I think there might have been one that was slightly lower. But essentially, I don't know. This could have been actually the lowest moment. I'm not sure. I'm not going to look it up, but either way, overpaid for him. But I did end up waiting like an hour. If I would have bought it like an hour before, because I was looking, I was like, oh man, I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the top 5, but you never know. So he ended up finishing, 5th with 8 assists. But you had to have him, so we got him, and really can't look back anymore. Just gotta hope that maybe we can get lucky on the pack and pull some value. But if we end up losing out, the way I look at this is, we've been building up the collection, because I didn't really have many players. Like if we're gonna keep doing these flash challenges, you kind of want to have some of these players that can provide you some utility, because a LaMelo Ball, we can use again. There's certain players, that are getting points and assists and all these other things. And plus, I'm looking into getting involved in the moment ranks daily plays. So I hope to be able to start doing that more. And I didn't really have a whole lot of players. I'm heavily invested, obviously, in the archive set. So didn't really have a whole lot of, great options to use for that, for the moment ranks plays. So I was hoping to get in there, because I know they give away, I think, moments and money. And I think they just came out, and they're going to be giving away like $1,500 in prizes every week or something like that. So trying to get more involved in that. So I figure these moments will help me for those as well. So still happy overall. But I did want to provide this information, because it just, if you're thinking about, some of these flash challenges, just seeing, ultimately what the cost was. I could go through here and show you what the minimum cost was, but it's not really, the values are so heavily affected by these challenges, especially the flash challenges, because they're very quick, that, they jump up and down, and it just really kind of depends on where you bought. So the best way for me to give you the information is to show you what I actually bought. This is, obviously this is on the blockchain. You can go and look this up. Here's, here's my handle right here. You can easily go and look at my collection. There's no hiding this. It shows you the time, down, I think, to the, the minute that I made the purchases and all that. But I want to give you this information, so especially if you're new to Top Shot, or you're new to some of these challenges, you can kind of see how it's affecting. So a lot of people say, why'd you buy that many moments and you spent that much money on getting a pack? Well, I can justify it by, either, hey, some of the moments are hold value, or hey, I expect to use these moments in the future for this reason or that reason. So not really that I owe an explanation to anybody, but it's just kind of sharing my thought process and how I take everything and all that stuff, just to pass along the information to anybody who is interested in Top Shot, getting involved in it, things like that. And just really, this channel is just about showing my experience, and whether it's up, whether it's down, whatever it is. I mean, you can look on the LiveToken here. We're showing a loss now of 24. I know I haven't looked at the value, but I know at one point it was down like 200 something bucks, or whatever it was. So it looks like we've been making some better purchases, or having some better luck on some of the things. So I just wanted to pull up the LiveToken real quick to show you that you see a lot of negative numbers on the moment. And I'm not saying that LiveToken is better than on the moment or anything like that, but I feel like LiveToken does try to value the serial numbers. It does take that into account too. So when you start looking at the LiveToken, you start seeing more positive numbers. So for example, the Juan Anderson moment, showing that we have a $16 plus value that we bought in at 30, and it's showing this moment is worth 46 because it's a 1,000 serial number. Now I do believe heavily that moment is going to drop tomorrow. Not saying it will go back to where it was, $8 or $9, but I'm sure it's going to at least go to 15 and probably hold there for a while. So, and then you can see a lot of these are $1 or $2 moments. You see even the Fred VanVleet, it's showing that moment's valued at $67, and I paid $55. So I'm not holding this true 100%, but it's just another tool in the tool belt. So the LaMelo Ball is showing even that it's worth that 75. So even on that chart, this site is saying it's worth 75, but if you go here, the lowest ask is 63, and I mean, you see, what the floors are right here. So I mean, you kind of have to just choose whatever you think. I mean, ultimately, it's if you want to sell it and what somebody will buy it for. I mean, you can post it on the marketplace for $1,000, and if someone buys it, then that's what it's worth. But this just gives you a little bit of a another look on things. So pretty cool website. I like LiveToken. I think they do a really good job, especially with the updates that they put out on their Discord. If you are on Discord, I recommend that you get in that LiveToken Discord. So I think that's just about everything I wanted to mention. So now is going to be the time to build the showcase. Hopefully I provided some information to help you make some decisions in the future, whether you decide to sit out of the flash challenges or whether you decide to partake in them. Of course, is up to you, but hopefully you can take some of my failures and successes on the channel to help make some decisions that are best for you. So all you have to do, if you're new to Top Shot and this is your first challenge, or you haven't ever used this feature, you just click on that, and it very easily, so it says number 1, Chris Paul. You scroll down, it says eligible moment. All you have to do is click on them. And then number 2 says up here, Jalen Brunson. Down here, you click on them, eligible moment, and then you just go through it. Literally, you can just click these moments. I only think I have one for each guy. And now once you've built all 6 moments, or 7 or 5 or 10, whatever it is, then you just hit save showcase. It's extremely easy now. I think before you had to scroll through there, find a moment that you wanted to put in there. You had to give it its own name. Now it literally just puts it all together for you, really, really easy. And this just warns you, don't gift or sell or list any of your moments, because if you have one that pops out before they do the snapshot, then you will lose on it. So, all right. So now that we have that built, we could simply run over here, and I believe if we refresh, we should see that showcase pop up. And as you can see here, it's already named. It's not showing right really on the screen, but we'll go ahead and like that one. Feel free to go into my Top Shot, you can go and like these moments. If you go in and watch it, I know I am showing it to you, but if you're bored and you want to go over there and like my showcase, or if you want to leave me your handle and let me go and check your showcase out, I for sure will do that, and I will like your showcase. I've done it before to another subscriber on the channel. So if you leave me that in your in the comments, I will go and view your showcase. So let's hit watch on here. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to cut away for a second. It looks like the connection, I'm sorry, was messed up. So lobs it in, catches it, athletic move, goes to the other side of the basket to the left side, and puts it right in. Cool, Anthony. All right. I think we have the mellow ball. Here he is. Makes a drive and just puts it right in. Surrounded by white jerseys, and it doesn't stop him. Goes to the ground, hops right back up, ready to keep playing. Alright, looks like the Beards is up, makes the drive, and just teardrops it in. Tough to stop. Couple little steps. Was going to take the charge, but he went right around him. Nice moment there. Alright, let's see what we got. Dribbling around. Man, he just gets it in there somehow. As he's falling down. Gets tackled. Cross him up, spin move, and he just makes it happen. He just wanted it. He wanted it too bad. It's a Brunson moment. Another layup. Let's see what we got from Mr. Paul here. This is the archive moment, of course, when he just he just puts it in, does a little dance at the end. Gets his jersey almost torn off. It just makes it happen. When you need to score, you find a way. Alright, here's Mr. Juan Anderson. Guess that'd be Toscano Anderson. Well, it looks like it's not gonna play it, guys. Try it one more time. I tried a few times for this, and it looks like I'm just not having any luck with the connection. So I apologize that I couldn't get that film for you. I did try it a few times, but it doesn't look like it's gonna play that moment. So I'll go ahead and exit out. But I want to thank y'all for being here today for this video. I hope you stuck in here for the whole video. I know it was long. I know your time is valuable, and but I think the content and the information that I shared, is good information for certain viewers. If you are not one of those viewers, if you're just here for casual, just following along with the channel and watching the collection grow, that's great. Maybe you didn't need to watch some of the in-depth stuff. You might have been involved in Top Shot longer than I have, and it it's likely that you probably have. But if you were interested in any of that information, I do have lots of videos. I provide daily content on this channel about challenge completions, different strategy, and it's really, the channel is mainly devoted just to kind of building the collection and showing the progress. A lot of it is raw. If I make mistakes, I own up to them. If we have any good luck, you can see that as well. We do the Rip and Reward series. Of course, we do the daily buys and all these other things. So pretty excited. We've been on a good ride so far, and hope you will continue to check out the channel and come back and watch at least every day there's new content. So appreciate you giving me your time, and I hope you found that video informative. So see us tomorrow, Sunday, November 21st, for another daily buy. All right, thank you. Bye.